Their on and off romances kept viewers guessing.
I asked Ben out to dinner, and he said no.
And hoping.
What does this mean? What do I do?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 will they or won't they sitcom couples. For this list, we're looking at couples who stayed unmarried for the majority of the show's run. However, they're still eligible if they end up getting hitched near the end of the series. We excluded couples like Kevin and Winnie because The Wonder Years was considered a comedy drama, not a sitcom.
Well, there was no question now. We were entering uncharted territory.
Number 10. Jim Halpert and Pam Beesly, The Office.
Pam's favorite flavor of yogurt, which is mixed berry.
Jim said mixed berries? Oh, wow. Yeah, he's on to me.
Jim and Pam took audiences through a whirlwind of office flirtation. And for the longest time, Jim remained king of the friend zone, while Pam was perpetually engaged to the warehouse boy.
Do you mind if I go out for a drink with these guys?
No, come on. Let's get out of here. Go home.
After years of drama, their relationship was finally set aflame.
Let's say that my teeth turned to liquid and then they dripped down the back of my throat. What would you call that?
I thought you said you were inventing diseases. That's spontaneous dentohydroplosion.
Nice.
Thank you.
And eventually, we got to see them get married, have kids, and quit their paper hawking jobs at Dunder Mifflin, allowing them to ride off into the sunset together.
The future mother of my children.
Number 9. Leslie Knope and Ben Wyatt, Parks and Recreation.
You may hold my fate in your hands like a small bird, but I still think you're an ass.
While this pair was initially introduced as enemies, we knew there was going to be more to their relationship, and they turned out to be a dynamic duo. With shared interests and overlapping expertise, they're a match made in heaven.
You knew?
I figured it out a while ago. I'm sorry, I should have told you I knew, but I wanted this to last as long as possible.
Even though they've been known to clash.
Boy, 35%.
It's actually 34.2%.
34.2%. I am Ben, the numbers robot.
The play-by-play of their romance has been one for the ages, and we've loved watching Ben and Leslie fall into mutual love and like.
Marry me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great.
Number 8. John J.D. Dorian and Elliot Reed, Scrubs.
Guess who?
I can't breathe.
For years, they were stuck in a cycle of dating, breaking up, sleeping together, rekindling, breaking up again, etc. By the show's final season, JD and Elliot finally got their fairy tale ending, complete with marriage and baby on the way. Scrubs may have often veered into unexpected territory with creative plots and wacky characters, but the constant tug of war between its central doctors kept us on the edge of our seats.
So, can I page you?
Better, and don't do the whole 2-day waiting thing.
Oh, baby, I don't play by the rules.
Number 7. Sam Malone and Diane Chambers, Cheers.
You've been with a lot of women.
No, I have not. There have not been that many women.
How many have there been?
Well, I don't know, maybe 400?
In a place where everybody knows your name, the ones of most concern to us were Sam and Diane.
Well, I hired you because you're the best combination girlfriend-waitress in the city, and you stink as a waitress.
Bringing us on a ride of breakups and makeups, their relationship dominated the show's storyline for the first 5 seasons. The mismatched pairing of a womanizing athlete turned bartender and his overqualified waitress was doomed from the start.
Really?
But we loved watching their sexual tension build and unravel a few hundred times.
You disgust me. I hate you.
Are you as turned on as I am?
More.
Sure got quiet now all of a sudden.
You don't think he killed her?
Number 6. Eric Forman and Donna Pinciotti, That 70s Show. It took them almost 17 years to realize that boys and girls can't just be neighborly friends, despite having grown-up childhood besties.
Eric, relax. We've lived next door to each other forever. You could have had me when I was 4.
From season to season, breakup to makeup, and friendship to romance, we saw less 70s sexual freedom and more of an amusingly sarcastic association between an effeminate man and a woman of very strong character. But we've never doubted that they were made for each other.
Ooh, have I told you how incredibly attractive you are, Eric?
No. You told me he was cute.
No, I didn't.
Well, I remember because you said not to say anything in front of Eric.
Number 5. Carrie Bradshaw and Mr. Big, Sex and the City.
It was Mr. Big, Major Tycoon, Major Dreamboat, and majorly out of my league.
I thought I saw you on the runway.
Oh.
Here's the abridged version of their relationship. Whirlwind romance turns sour when things get too serious.
Look, I just don't want you to get hurt again.
I won't. It's just sex.
Well, according to this book, it is not just sex.
Next thing you know, Big is married to another, much younger woman. Some ill-advised cheating on the part of those commitment phobes is just one part of their complete dysfunction.
I really got how much I hurt you.
Oh, come on. That's fiction. Fiction.
However, they eventually get to a place of mutual respect and love, which finally gives way to a healthy relationship and some unnecessary movies.
I freaked out for a minute, but I'm ready now.
Number 4. Niles Crane and Daphne Moon, Frasier.
He told me I could stick my feet behind my head and spin like a top.
Oh, well, best thing to do is just ignore him when he gets like that. Isn't that right, Niles? Niles?
An odd couple pairing like no other. He's the snooty psychiatrist, she's the eccentric physical therapist. Niles' unabashed flirtation, coupled with Daphne's unapologetic romantic ignorance, made us laugh every week. But all along, it seemed that the awkward geek getting the girl was too much of a distant fantasy for Frasier writers to pull off. Fortunately for Niles, he does get the girl in the end.
I want to marry you.
I want to marry you.
No, I want to marry you now.
And who can forget their first kiss?
Oh, for God's sake, Dr. Crane.
I think you can call me Niles now.
Number 3. Leonard Hofstadter and Penny, The Big Bang Theory.
Penny.
Oh, Leonard, Sheldon.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
A pretty blonde moves in across the hall from two of television's biggest nerds.
Curry's a natural laxative, and I don't have to tell you that, a clean colon is just one less thing to worry about.
Recipe for disaster, right? No, it's actually a recipe for sitcom gold. Their differences in interest have caused surprisingly little relationship stress.
Klingon boggle?
Yeah, it's like regular boggle, but in Klingon.
It's actually Penny's fear of commitment that keeps these two apart the most. After seasons of teasing audiences with the inevitable, will Lenny and Penny finally settle down for the long haul?
Save it for your blog, Howard.
Number 2. Cory Matthews and Topanga Lawrence, Boy Meets World.
All day you've hardly said a word to me, avoided eye contact. And did I imagine this or did you salute me?
Who could forget Mr. Feeney's sarcastic discipline towards Cory and Sean as they made a mockery of class, while quiet and brainy Topanga sat in front of them playing teacher's pet.
Good luck in hell, Mr. Matthews.
Starting in grade school and finally culminating in a TGIF marriage, the Cory and Topanga story was one for the TV ages, and we fell just as in love with them as they did with each other.
Would you be my girlfriend? Yes or no?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Kelly, what happened? I thought you loved me.
I do love you, Zach.
I have a blanket back!
Oh, yes, master.
You okay?
I want him. I want him bad.
Number 1. Ross Geller and Rachel Green, Friends.
You remember my brother Ross? Sure.
Hey.
They're the reference point for all on-again, off-again TV couples.
We are never gonna happen, okay? Accept that.
Ross and Rachel's romance has been more of a roller coaster than their friends, but their will they or won't they tension eventually gave way to real love. However, they couldn't survive a short time out.
She goes on for 5 pages about how I was unfaithful to her. We were on a break!
Oh my God, if you say that one more time, I'm gonna break up with you.
Even though they had a baby together, our hope for reconciliation was fading. But in the end, Rachel ditched Paris to set up shop with everybody's favorite TV paleontologist for the long term.
Rach!
What?
You can't...
What?
Do you agree with our list? Who's your favorite will they or won't they couple?
Diane and I decided we're gonna start messing around.
For more nostalgic top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
But you're great, and you have great ideas, and